Alright, we went ahead and did King Dice before recording this video because people warned me how difficult King Dice is. The feedback I would give is that you spend a ton of time early on learning how to roll the dice and get a 1, 2, or 3 based off what you want. And also looking at the board to see where hearts are is the best way to get a perfect score on this boss. You don't need to practice the mini bosses. You will get plenty of practice on the mini bosses while you're learning how to do those two things. Let's begin. Alright, here we have our King Dice run where you can see we have a 3, 5, and 8 for the hearts, which is pretty much the best case scenario. We're going to run up here and immediately get a 3 and start our Cigar Boss. Cigar Boss is pretty straightforward. You just need to dodge the flame wheels that are coming across your screen while using the roundabout and lobber to do damage. Every once in a while the boss is going to do that teleport thing. You just need to dash across, make sure you don't get hit by the cigarettes. Just keep doing as much damage as you can. I squeeze in a little more damage with the lobber prior to the boss throwing more flame wheels. You can also use your special a little bit here to do a ton of damage. Then we're going to dash across again. And it's a pretty easy knockout right there. Next we're going to go for a 3 on the dice roll here. Means we have to do one less perfect dice roll. We could roll for a 1, but it doesn't do us any good. Make sure you take your time on those. You saw we took a little extra time just to make sure we got it. This rabbit is great because it has a lot of different parryable projectiles. The boss is going to do this little skull thing, and there'll be one way to get out of the skull. And you can see there's these pink things right here. You can parry those. Just do a bunch of damage. This boss is great because you can hit it with the lobber. That one you need to go straight down. This one we just parry again. And here you can see we waited just a little bit longer to get another parry, so we have enough parries on this boss. And there you go, knockout of the rabbit, just like that. And we got all of the parries we needed. Next we're going to roll a 2 here. There we go. Couple extra jumps, just fine. Now we need to roll another 2. We got it. This is the easiest boss in this particular setup. If you ask me, I get hit, but you know, sometimes you just get hit by the easier bosses because you practice them less. But I really think this is the easiest boss of the final 3 bosses. So you should really try to get this boss. Even if it doesn't have a heart, I recommend getting this boss. And there we go. There we got hit because we weren't quite paying attention. But if you pay attention to the jumping enemies in this level, this boss is pretty straightforward. And there we go. We have our knockout right there. Next, we need to roll a 2 here. If you roll a 3, it's pretty frustrating, I know. So we're just going to take a really extra long time to roll a 2. Now we need to roll a 2 or a 3. Either is fine. There it is. We rolled the 3. And now we're going to get hit twice on this boss because we didn't practice it enough. But because we practiced the mini bosses, we are able to get hit twice and still get a perfect score. The best way to do this is to go all the way over in the left and dash and jump, like so. See, we got hit twice in the same thing. That can be really frustrating. But you can jump on the same cards multiple times here. So make sure you don't forget that you can do that. And just take your time while you're bouncing on those. Don't try to DPS or anything like that. It'll just result in you getting hit. And we're going for perfect scores here. Here we go. More damage, more damage. And there's our perfect score. King Dice. Probably the hardest boss to perfect in the game, but you can see we went over the 2-minute mark and still got our perfect score while getting hit.